What's up, it's your girl Tiffany M. Draper, and I have no idea what's going on right now. All I know is I love Shauna Rae, and I see a video titled Clearing the Air, and I'm like, what's going on? So I'm like, okay, before I even watch it, I'll just do a reaction. A reaction where I have no idea what she's talking about. Let's get it.
Hi everyone, so I don't really know where to start with this video. I'm really shocked and hurt by everything that has happened over the last 24 hours. Many of you have no idea what's going on, while many of you are waiting for an answer or an explanation from me.
I'm one of them people that have absolutely no idea what's going on, but I come from the beef sector, so I'm with the shits. So I'm trying to figure out what is Shauna talking about. Like, the true crime community has absolutely no drama. So what the freak have I missed? I've been a subscriber of hers since she had 800 subscribers. Literally, I'm a day one. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on because this young lady has never had any drama.
Others have literally flooded my page with hateful comments that include threats, calling me every name under the sun, and going to brands and trashing my name, in addition to sending harassing messages on all of my social media accounts.
Please don't have said nothing racist, because that's going to make me not like you. I'm sorry, I love you, Shauna Rae. Why am I automatically going to racist? Because for people to come at her that hard, it had to be something to do with racism, right? Gotta be.
Including my personal accounts where I interact with friends and family. It got to the point where I was so overwhelmed by all of the hate and the vitriol that I made the decision to simply delete them or make them private. I'm making this video to clear the air and tell you how this all unfolded from my perspective. I won't ever talk about this again, but I did want to make sure that I addressed what took place because I've worked really hard to build my channel and tell these stories.
She really did. Like I said, I was here at 800, so she's at 85,200. So she has worked very hard, and I love the way she's detailed and does all her research.
I will be disabling the comments because I'm tired of the hate and I honestly can't take it anymore. We are in the midst of a pandemic. Everyone is struggling right now, and the true crime community shouldn't be about drama. I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time talking right now. I'm just shaking and trying not to cry. I guess I'll just start from the beginning.
No, I'm sorry. I gotta ignore the phone callers coming in right now because y'all know we have to do reactions for these content creators. Delete videos. Y'all know we are notorious for deleting. Now let me shut up and let me see what she did.
Because I'm having a really hard time finding the proper words, and I'm having a hard time processing everything. But anyways, I'm in the midst of finals week, and I'd spent the majority of the day yesterday working on a really hard research paper. Out of nowhere, I was approached by a true crime writer who does comprehensive write-ups on Reddit. They were nothing but respectful to me when they came to me with their concerns, and I want to make it very clear that I have no ill will towards this person whatsoever. The second they messaged me, I responded to them so that I could listen to their concerns. We were able to have a thoughtful and productive conversation, which resolved itself pretty quickly. However, I had no idea that at that time, that the same person who, once again, I have no ill will towards, I just want to make that very clear, I had no idea that they had already...
Say it with your chest. If this person deserves that smoke, you give them that smoke like you an Eckerd sausage. You hear me, Shauna? Don't you back down if you really want to say something. I still don't know what's going on, but let me shut up.
They put up a post on Reddit where they voiced concerns about my coverage of the Teresa Venegas case. In the post, there was talk of plagiarism on my end. The post gained a lot of traction within the Reddit community.
I just know she didn't delete all her videos, or she put them all on private. That's what she meant. I thought she meant like, you know, like she did turn the comment section off. You have done too much work to turn your stuff on private.
At the time, I knew that there was even an issue and spoke with the original poster. Hundreds of people had already flocked to my channel and left hundreds of hateful comments on a number of my videos. I was obviously shocked and confused by this because I don't frequent Reddit. I'm not on there often whatsoever.
Right,
and I heard of Teresa's case from a CBS News article that focused on the victims or potential victims that were connected to the Texas killing fields, which I talk about in the video. From there, I tried to look up additional articles and saw that there was very little information about the case. Due to the lack of information, I purchased a subscription to a Galveston publication in order to gain access to archived articles on January 21st. I always keep track of my expenses when it comes to this channel, so I still have the electronic receipt, which I will show you now. It shows the date and that it's for the Galveston Daily News. I utilized all of those sources and listed them in my sources.
$2.99. That price too high. You need to cut it. No, let me chill. Because I'm sorry for the people that's just now finding me. I have a very, 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 very jokative nature. Please forgive me. Because obviously this is very serious because Shauna cares a lot about her channel like I do. I'm on my little channel. My big channel has 22,500 subscribers. And I had to hide my entire channel due to getting the flag from going off on a female. So I understand what it's like. So let me chill. But it bothers my soul to see that her videos are all on private because I know she didn't delete them. That's too much hard work. So from what it sounds like right now, somebody's saying that she plagiarized a Reddit post. Is that what it is? Now, if y'all want to give me that smoke, that's fine. I don't care. Come on, I believe in freedom of speech. I don't care if you're talking about me, a distant cousin, an ancestor. I don't care. Because I go toe to toe. That's not a problem. But she's not used to that type of drama. So I can see why she would be shocked that she had, she logged on and saw a bunch of hate when every time I came to her channel, all I saw was positivity. Like, everybody loves Shauna, right? So, and here would be my thing. I understand about plagiarism, but if you don't have any information for a story and all you have is one source, if you can't reach out to friends and, family, is it really plagiarism or is it awareness? Because I hate when it's a lot of content creators that want to be the first to do something. Like if you're mentioned in the credits or if you're mentioned in the description as a source, then what's the problem? Is it about justice or is it about being the first one to have said this? And if you are the only one that has information about a story, then what's the problem? But let me let her go on before I get on more of a tangent.
Section and mentioned them by name in the actual video. Aside from those articles, the article that had the most helpful information was an article that was published by David Lohr, who I constantly cite throughout the video. I also listed his article in the sources section. When I spoke with a post...
Let me go ahead and like this because y'all might not know that even if somebody has the like and dislike disabled, the content creator can still see it in their back office. So I will let you know that I support you, Shauna.
On Reddit privately yesterday, they too expressed that they had taken the exact same route in order to gain information on the case. We both paid for subscriptions in order to gain access to what I am assuming...
She is not saying she paid for subscribers. She's saying she paid for a subscription to this. So pay attention because somebody will try to just flip her words and say, she said she paid for her YouTube subscribers. No, that's why CBD and weed is bad. Pay attention.
Are the exact same articles, and we both heavily relied on David Lohr's reporting on the case. Due to this, it's logical to assume that we're both going...
Why some idiot? CBD and weed are medicinal. You're an idiot. They'll forget everything I said in this whole video. Pick that one thing they disagree with and comment about that as if that was the whole point of the whole video. And then somebody's going to say, you interrupt too much. Well, then click on the actual video so you don't have to hear me. Problem freaking solved.
To come across the exact same information. One, there aren't a lot of sources available to begin with. Two, there aren't a lot of facts about this case that have been released to the public. And three, I'm assuming we both took all of the exact same information that has been released and included it in our...
Thank you for saying that, Shauna, because whoever got mad at you, they do not own that information. They are not the copyright owner of that information. So why the freak are they acting like you stole their work when their work isn't really their work? Thank you, Shauna, for saying that in a more sophisticated way. I'm just saying it in a ratchet way because I'm tired of people always making a mountain out of a molehill. Or is it a molehill? I don't know. God darn it.
Perspective coverage of the case. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I ran into an issue like this.
I'm interrupt the goddamn again and piss somebody else off. This is like when Ellen DeGeneres said that staying at home being quarantined feels like jail. People blew that all out of proportion. She's a comedian, for Christ's sake. She was just joking. Oh, she can't identify with black people. First of all, why are you equating jail with only black people? Oh, she can't identify with broke people. She's not supposed to. She's a multimillionaire celebrity. She was joking. Y'all bored. You ain't got no news to talk about, so y'all want to make what Ellen DeGeneres said a big deal. And it seems like folks are bored and they want to make Shauna Rae's video a big deal.
Maybe over a year and a half ago, and I'm going to be transparent. When I first started uploading videos to YouTube, I wasn't being as diligent or thorough with my sources as I should.
Now, you're already transparent because you're light skinned. You're white skinned. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. You're transparent. But I've always liked your videos, but it was just your consistency. To me, you've always done a great job with your videos. You just weren't consistent. But now you've been consistently uploading videos. Why would you stop that momentum because of one hater?
Should have been. It honestly didn't dawn on me, which is completely my fault, and it's sheer ignorance on my part. I never intentionally or maliciously went out to try and do anything harmful, but I did not realize the full importance of listing every single source that I was utilizing.
No, but you will have in your description, if they want something changed, they can simply email you. That's what you did. And so if somebody had an issue with your videos, they could have just emailed you, and I'm pretty sure you would have updated it or did a pinned comment or something to inform the people. It's not necessary for people to start all types of drama.
That was when I started making videos, and I take full responsibility for this. When I ran into a similar issue a year and a half ago, I took it as a huge learning lesson. It was not one that I took lightly whatsoever. I spoke with that creator privately. I listened to and valued his concerns, and he was kind enough to hear me out and listen to my side of things. The issue was dropped, and ever since then, I have constantly...
This is a distraction from true crime and for the victims. That's what y'all do it for, the victims. We're their voice. And when it's drama like this, for all we know, it could be the killers creating drama to distract if you're getting closer to what actually happened.
Cited each and every source. When I recently came back to YouTube, I made every effort to add every single source to the description box, in addition to citing the author or the source within the video several times.
Exactly.
It got to the point where some subscribers talked about the amount of times I listed certain sources within a video and said...
And this should tell you that you can't make people happy whether you do or you don't. You do list the source. Oh, you're listing it too much. You don't list it. Oh, you're not giving credit. Plagiarism. That's why you do you and you do your thing. I've been on YouTube almost 12 years. Okay, Shauna? This ain't my first rodeo. I don't try to please people. That's why I'm me. You either like it or you don't.
That it was somewhat distracting. I constantly mentioned my sources because I was citing them properly. It's hard to directly cite something that you're verbalizing in this type of format. If it was a paper with MLA format, for example, I would obviously cite differently. In addition, in some instances, I even made a point to link other true crime YouTubers' coverage of the cases that I was doing, even though I didn't watch their coverage.
Okay, you see this, Shauna? This is my original channel. I from December the 5th of 2008. It's called TMD Pictures. All right?